Hi everyone, it is me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. This is the 50th and final episode of meals I made this week. I cannot believe that by the end of this video we will have 250 recipes in this series. I really hope you guys have been enjoying this series this year. We're going to dive in and show you 5 festive recipes, 4 dinners and 1 dessert, which is a slow cooker hot chocolate, and let me tell you, it is so luxurious and tasty. It's phenomenal. We've also got 4 festive style dinners to use up all your leftovers at Christmas, and also to give you some festive ideas on the lead up to Christmas for what you can feed you and your family. It's an incredible video, this one, guys. I really hope you enjoy the recipes in it. But going into 2026, guys, we will still have recipe videos every single week, and yeah, I'm going to tell you at the end of this video what my plans are for our meals I made this week videos going into 2026. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Also consider subscribing down below. It would mean a lot to me, and without further ado, let's dive in, get some meal inspiration and see what I made this week. It's Sunday evening and I'm about to make a slow cooker hot chocolate ready for us to enjoy after our dinner this evening. So let's run through the ingredients and everything we're going to need to make this. First up, we need 1 litre of whatever milk you like. We're then going to be using 300 millilitres of fresh double cream, 200 grams of a dark chocolate and 100 grams of a milk chocolate. Then all you need is your toppings, guys. Anything that you can think of that you'd like to put on top of your luxurious hot chocolate. I've got some squirty cream, some different sprinkle toppings, some mini marshmallows, some large marshmallows and some flakes as well. That's everything we're going to need, guys. Let's dive in to make this slow cooker hot chocolate. First thing to do, into our slow cooker pot, we're going to pour 1 litre of our milk and our 300 millilitres of double cream. And then to our milk and cream, we're going to add 100 grams of milk chocolate and 200 grams of dark chocolate broken into small pieces. Now, all our chocolate's added in with our cream and milk. I've popped the slow cooker pot back in now. We're going to pop this onto low and we're going to cook this for 2 hours, stirring it after the first hour. Now, while our slow cooker hot chocolate is cooking away, guys, I'm going to dive in and start cooking our dinner now. I'm going to be doing a Christmas leftovers pasta bake. This is such a great meal for Boxing Day. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. First up, we've got some leftovers from our roast dinner yesterday. So we've got some leftover roast chicken, we've got some Brussels sprouts, some pigs in blankets and some pork stuffing balls. We're going to be using all of those in our pasta bake today. Then going to be using 400 grams of penne pasta, 1 creamy tomato pasta bake sauce, some cranberry sauce to serve, as well as some grated mozzarella and some grated mature cheddar cheese. That's everything we need, guys, minus the leftovers. The rest cost us £2.69. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to preheat our oven to gas mark 7, and then we've got a large pan of boiling water on, and we're going to add our pasta to this now, 400 grams, and we're going to cook that for 2 minutes less than the packet instructions, so it's al dente. And while our pasta's cooking, we're going to cut our leftovers up into smaller bite-sized pieces, and we're also going to grate some of our cheddar cheese. And that's all our prep done. Now we just got to wait for our pasta to finish cooking. Now the pasta's done, I've turned it off the heat. We're going to drain this off in a colander now and then put our pasta into a baking dish. Now to our pasta, we're going to add all of our leftovers now into here and give that all a good mix. Then we're going to pour in our creamy tomato pasta bake sauce and again give that a really good mix. Now we're going to top our pasta bake with our grated cheddar cheese and also a big handful of grated mozzarella. Now we're going to pop this in our preheated oven on gas mark 7 for 20 to 25 minutes until the top is golden and bubbling and it's piping hot throughout. Once our pasta bake has finished cooking in the oven, we're just going to pop little spoonfuls of cranberry sauce on the top. Now that's all finished, it's time to serve up. That's all our dinner served up, guys. We've also got a little bit left for a lunch tomorrow as well. This is my portion. We've got Tyler's, Liam's and Ava's here as well. We're going to go enjoy this now and we'll be back shortly to enjoy our slow cooker hot chocolate. 1 hour into our cooking time on our hot chocolate, and we're going to give this all a good mix now. Now that's all been stirred up, we're going to pop the lid on and let that cook for the last hour, and then we'll be back to finish this off shortly. And once our slow cooker hot chocolate is finished cooking for the 2 hours, I'm just quickly going to give this all a good whisk up now, and then what we're going to do is just let this cook for 15 to 20 minutes with the lid off so that it can get a little bit thicker. And while our hot chocolate is cooking for the last 20 minutes, it's time for us to get all of our toppings and our mugs ready. After the 20 minutes is up, we are left with this luxurious hot chocolate. It tastes absolutely incredible, guys. And what we're going to do now is just ladle this into our mugs and decorate it how we choose. I'm going to pop a couple of marshmallows into my mug before I ladle in the hot chocolate. Then I'm going to top this with some squirty cream and some sprinkles of mini marshmallows. And then I've just finished off with a chocolate flake. And that is my hot chocolate done. Now I'm just going to get the kids to decorate theirs. And that is the boys' hot chocolates. That's Tyler's and Liam's done. And then mine's there at the back as well. We're going to go and enjoy these now, guys. Ava also has some hot chocolate in a little beaker that I've let cool down a little bit as well, so she can join in the fun too. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, guys, and then we'll catch you later in the week for some more meals. It's Monday evening tonight, guys, and we're gonna be making a sausage and rosemary and sage tray bake. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. We're gonna be using some tender stem broccoli, 8 pork sausages, 1 red onion, some dried rosemary and dried sage, some cranberry sauce, some gravy, some olive oil, and some potatoes. That's everything we need, guys, and altogether it comes to £4.57. Let's dive into the cooking. First bit of veg prep, we're gonna cut our potatoes with the skins on into smallish chunks, and then we're gonna cut our red onion into wedges. Then I've just preheated our oven to gas mark 7. I've just popped our chopped potatoes and our chopped onions onto our roasting tin. Now we're just gonna mix this all together with half a teaspoon of rosemary, half a teaspoon of sage, and a tablespoon of olive oil. Then what we're going to do is just pop our sausages on top of our potatoes and our onions. Now we're going to pop this into our preheated oven on gas mark 7 for 20 minutes. Now while that's cooking in the oven, I just need to prep our tender stem broccoli and just making sure the rough stalks and stuff are cut off. Once our tray bake's been cooking for 20 minutes, we're going to give this all a quick toss around now. Then we're going to add our tender stem broccoli to our tray bake now, and then we're going to pop this in for another 20 minutes, stirring halfway through. And 5 minutes before our tray bake has finished cooking for that 20 minutes, we're going to make up about 350 millilitres of gravy. And then once the tray bake has finished cooking for the second lot of 20 minutes, we're going to pour over our gravy on top of this now, and we're going to pop that into our oven for the final 10 minutes. That is our tray bake done now. We're just going to spoon on a couple of little spoonfuls of cranberry sauce over the top, and then we're going to serve this up. That is our Monday night dinner all served up, guys. We've got my portion here, Tyler's here, and Liam's here. And Ava's got the exact same as us tonight as well. I'm just going to chop hers up into little bite-sized pieces to make it easier for her to eat. And yeah, we're going to go and enjoy this now, guys, and we'll catch you later in the week for some more meals. It's Tuesday evening now, guys, and tonight we're going to be making some Christmas burgers. We're going to have some turkey and stuffing patties. We're going to have some brie on top with some pigs in blankets, cranberry sauce, and pickled Brussels sprouts. I'm also going to make some chunky chips to go along with it in the air fryer. Let's run through the ingredients and how much this is going to cost. I'm going to be using half of this pack of Brussels sprouts, some caster sugar, salt, and white wine vinegar, a 170 gram pack of sage and onion stuffing mix, some dried sage, some potatoes, 1 red onion, 1 egg, some brie, 12 pigs in blankets, 4 brioche buns, some mayonnaise, some cranberry sauce, a couple of cloves of garlic, and 500 grams of lean turkey mince. Altogether this comes to £9.09, guys. A little bit more expensive than our usual weekday meals, but so worth it. This is delicious. Let's dive into the cooking. First step's to preheat the oven to gas mark 6. And then I've just brought a small pan of water up to boil, and then I've separated the Brussels sprout leaves from half of our packet of Brussels sprouts. These are going to go into the boiling water now and cook for about 20 seconds until they turn a really bright green. And once that's done for the 20 seconds, we're going to drain these now and run these under cold water. Now we're going to be pickling our Brussels sprout leaves. So for the pickle, we're going to add into this bowl half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of caster sugar, and 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Now we're going to mix this well until it's all dissolved. Now to this we're going to add in our sprout leaves now, as well as seasoning well with some black pepper and give that all a really good mix. And now we're going to set this aside until we're ready to serve, and we're just going to let that pickle, and we're going to be stirring it occasionally every now and then just to make sure it's all well coated. We're going to pop our pigs in blankets into the oven now on gas mark 6 for 25 minutes as per the packet instructions. Now I'm going to finely chop our onion and mince our 2 garlic cloves. I'm now heating up 1 tablespoon of olive oil into a small saucepan, and we're just going to pop our red onion into here now and cook that for 10 minutes. And then when our onions are all really nicely fried, we're going to add our garlic in, as well as 1 teaspoon of dried sage, and cook that for another 2 minutes. And once that's finished cooking, we're just going to transfer our onion, garlic and sage mixture into a bowl now and set that aside for 10 minutes to cool. Now I'm going to make our stuffing. So I've got our entire packet of sage and onion stuffing mix. This is 170 grams. I've put that into a bowl now. We're going to add 400 millilitres of boiling water to this and give that all a really good mix. Just like that, and then like our onion mix, we're going to let this cool for 10 minutes. And while they're both cooling, I've just chopped up our potatoes into thick chunky chip shapes. I've put them all into my air fryer basket ready to go, and that's just going to stay in the air fryer until later. I've taken the pigs in blankets out of the oven now. They're a little bit crispier than I normally would like them. Now to make our turkey burger patties. So I've got our onion, garlic and sage mix from earlier. To this now we're going to add 85 grams of our stuffing mix, and then we're going to save the rest for another dinner another day. Now to this we're going to add our 500 grams of lean turkey mince and our egg, and then we're going to mix that really well together with our hands. Then we're going to add some salt and pepper to this, season it really well, mix it again, and then we're going to separate this into 6 even balls. Now I'm just going to flatten each of our balls into small patties, and then what we're going to do is chill these in the fridge for 10 minutes. And while our patties are chilling in the fridge, I've just sprayed a little bit of olive oil onto our potatoes and seasoned with salt and pepper. These are going to go into our air fryer now on 190 for 25 minutes. Now our patties are finished chilling. I'm just going to pop a little bit of olive oil into a frying pan and heat that up to a medium-high heat. Now I'm only using 4 of these patties today. 2 are going to get covered and wrapped up and kept in the fridge for later on in the week. And what we're going to do is put our patties into the frying pan now. I'm going to do 2 at a time, and we're going to cook them for 4 or 5 minutes either side until they're thoroughly cooked through. And then once our patties have cooked for 5 minutes on each side, we're going to be adding a slice of our brie on top and cooking it for another 2 to 3 minutes until our cheese is melting. And then once our patties are done, it's time to assemble our burgers. First up, on the bottom of our brioche bun, we're going to put a tablespoon of mayonnaise and then season that with some black pepper. Then we're going to top that with some of our pickled Brussels sprouts. Then to this we're going to put our patty on top. Then on top of this we're going to put some of our pigs in blankets. And I know I burnt the pigs in blankets, but we all make mistakes. And then to the lid I'm just going to spread a little bit of our cranberry sauce, and then we're going to pop that on top. And then I've just finished off the plate with some of our chunky chips from the air fryer. And that is one done. Now I'm just going to serve up the rest, and then we'll be ready to eat. This is our Christmas burgers all served up, guys. They taste unbelievable. This is mine, Tyler's and Liam's, and then Ava's got the exact same, just a mini version of ours tonight as well. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another dinner. It's Wednesday evening now, guys, and tonight I'm gonna be making a roast vegetable toad in the hole with some gravy to serve. Let's run through the ingredients and the cost of this meal. I'm gonna be using some ready to roast parsnips, a whole pack of chantenay carrots, some plain flour, 4 eggs, some milk, some gravy granules for me, 1 red onion, 2 of these cooked beetroots, and also I'm going to be using the leftover stuffing from yesterday's dinner. That's everything we need, guys. It comes to £4.73. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to preheat our oven to gas mark 6. Then what I'm going to do is cut our red onion into wedges and put our onion wedges, our carrots and our parsnips that we're using onto a roasting tin. Now our veg are on the roasting tin. I'm going to pop a little bit of vegetable oil over the veg now and season with some salt and pepper. Then I'm going to pop this into the oven on gas mark 6 for half an hour. While our veg are cooking, we're going to prepare our toad in the hole batter. So first I'm going to crack 4 eggs into this mixing bowl and whisk them all together. Then to our 4 whisked eggs, we're going to add 200 grams of plain flour. And then again, we're going to whisk this all together. Then to that, we're going to add 200 millilitres of milk, a little bit at a time, whisking in between. And we're also going to put in a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. That is our toad in the hole batter all ready. That's what it's looking like. We're going to set that aside now until we're ready to use that later. Now we're going to prep our stuffing. So what I'm basically going to do is just mould this into some balls and set those aside as well. That's our stuffing balls already. Now the last thing to prep is just to cut our cooked beetroot into wedges. That's all of our prep done now. Now we just need to wait for our vegetables to finish roasting. Now the veg are finished roasting. I'm going to take these out of the tray now and put them on a plate and set them aside. Then I've just increased the oven temperature now to gas mark 7, and we're going to pop a couple of tablespoons of oil onto our roasting tin, and that's going to go in the oven now for 10 minutes to heat up. Now I've taken the roasting tin with the oil out of the oven after the 10 minutes. Now we're going to pour our batter into our roasting tin. Then we're going to add all our roasted vegetables back into this along with our beetroot and our stuffing balls. bowls. And then we're going to pop this back in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes until the batter is golden and risen and all the vegetables are thoroughly cooked through and our stuffing balls. That is our roasted veg toad in a hole out of the oven after 35 minutes in the oven, and I'm going to serve it up now with some gravy. That is our Wednesday night dinners all served up. We've got mine, Tyler's and Liam's here, and Ava's got the exact same tonight as well, just minus the gravy. We're going to go and enjoy this now, and that is our week of Meals I Made complete. That is everything that I have for you this week, guys. That is our Meals I Made this week series come to a close. Let me know what your favourite recipes were from this video and from the entire series down below. If you've been making some of these recipes at home, I really want to know. Our favourites this week were definitely the Christmas burger. How can you not love that? I also really liked the leftover pasta bake. That was delicious. And also the slow cooker hot chocolate. That was such a fun family evening spent all together decorating those and drinking those with some Christmas movies. It was perfection. So yeah, highly recommend those, but I did love all of the dinners that I've made this week. And yeah guys, let's talk about 2026, because I am still going to be showing you new recipes every single week. We're just going to be slowing the pace down. Doing 5 new recipes every single week has definitely ended my repertoire. Like 250 recipes later, I don't think I can continue at the same pace. But every Friday there's going to be new recipes going up on my channel every Friday. We're also going to be doing fun challenge videos like 5 dinners for £20 and things like that, or trying to do dinners for £1 per person, especially when it's only me and Ava that I'm feeding. Things like that I think are going to be really interesting to try and achieve in the new year. So you will still see brand new recipes from me every single week, guys. I really want to delve deeper next year, guys, so I want to have more in-depth videos, maybe 2 or 3 recipes a video. We're also going to go over lunches and sort of snacks for the kids and sort of family snack boards and things like that. I just want to delve deeper. I also want to show you guys some of my batch cooking, because I haven't really showed that this year, and I love to batch cook. I love to spend a weekend cooking loads of different dinners and then storing them all in my freezer for perfect ease and also perfect on a budget. Things like that that I just haven't been able to show you in this series this year. I cannot wait to delve in deeper and show you all next year exactly how I do all that kind of stuff as well. If there's any challenges you want to set me for next year, then just pop them down below in the comments as well, guys. I really hope you're looking forward to my new content going into the new year, guys. And of course, if you do love Meals I Made this week in this exact format, then these 50 episodes that have been on this year will obviously stay in that playlist, and you guys can come back to those anytime that you like. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your love and support on my channel, guys. Thank you for supporting this series this year. It means the absolute world to me, and hopefully I will see you very, very soon for some more videos. Take care. Bye.